Now, I originally wasn't going to post a video today because I tend to go and play some golf on Saturday and then plan what I want to do for the rest of the week. And I actually recorded some DayZ earlier on as well. I've actually discovered Rust. I don't know if all of you watched my Rust videos, but I discovered Rust in DayZ. So as soon as I get some decent footage of that, and it will take a while, obviously, as DayZ always does, then I'll post it up. So I'll hopefully be able to get that to you fairly soon. However, I noticed on Steam that Natural Selection 2 is free to play until 1 PM PST. I think it's PST or Pacific Daylight Time, whatever it currently is in Pacific Land. But it is free to try until then. Don't you just know how cute these little glow pigs are? He was healing me then. I've made them all pink, by the way. They didn't come pink. And if you're wondering why we've got sort of jaw cam here, why I'm playing against the aliens, I think their eyeballs might be inside their mouth. I'm not entirely sure about that, but it does make it a heck of a lot more satisfying when you munch down on one of the Marines. And this game, a lot of people asked me that, because a lot of people wondered if the aliens were non-playing characters, like AI controlled. But this game is a multiplayer game, so basically everybody playing as Marine is a person, everybody playing as an alien is a person. There are a few alien bots, like those little critter things that run around that you saw attacking that thing. They're AI, but everything else that looks bigger than that is basically a character playing it. As I was saying though, this game is free until Sunday to try out for you. After Sunday, obviously, you'll have to choose whether or not you want to buy it. But if you do want to buy it, it only costs at the moment, until 1 PM PST Sunday, it's 75% off, so it costs like $4.99 in the UK, which is basically just pack yourself a sandwich for 2 days instead of buying one at work or at school, and bam, you've got this game. And I tell you, you'll enjoy a heck of a lot more running around as like a massive rhino thing than just eating a sandwich, even if it's a Marks and Spencer sandwich, and they make good sandwiches. Now, I'm going to show you some Marine gameplay in a second, not just playing as the aliens, because I'm more of a sort of a Marine kind of guy. I've played a bit of Alien, but I'm not particularly great as playing as well. I'm sure people who, there's some really good players on this, but the good thing is, if you're a rookie and just getting into this game, join a green server in the list, because the green servers are for rookies, and you'll see it when you bring up the scoreboard in game. If you've only just started playing, you've got like your name is green as well, which is quite good because people will try and help you, especially if you're in a rookie server, to learn the game, because there are some nuances to it. You'll find when you first start off that it's probably easier for you playing as an alien than it is playing as a Marine. Obviously I've played for quite a bit. I'm nowhere near as good as some people in this game, but when I first started playing, even taking out one scope, which is one of these things I just shot there, that can be quite difficult when you're first playing, because you've got to sort of get your aim in this game, but I just overcome the learning curve and you'll have a heck of a lot of fun. In fact, I'm just looking at these here because I didn't know this was in the update, but as you can see, there's now pulse grenades, nerve gas grenades, and cluster grenades, which you can take as a Marines, which are a heck of a lot of fun, as you'll see in a second, to use. But they've also added in this map as well. There was like a big update. It was called the Reinforced Update. Natural Selection 2 came out 2 days ago. They've added in this huge new map, rebalanced both sides, I think, a little bit. But I would say just have a look at the maps in this game. When I play like Call of Duty, I just wander around and I'm really kind of looking for cover, and I don't really care what the map looks like, but it just makes you feel so immersed when you're playing this, because everything's so beautifully designed. Like every room I go into is some sort of, it's just like a creepy kind of on a spaceship with aliens kind of feeling, which a lot of map design, it doesn't give you that kind of feeling when you're playing in other games. And I'll tell you another cool thing about this game, it will improve your aim in other games. You know, like you always see these Counter-Strike players with insanely good aim in like Battlefield 3 and stuff, and they do really well in that game because obviously they've got the good aim from Counter-Strike. But the benefit of Natural Selection is you don't have to learn how to use the guns or the recoil, because obviously all the bullets hit pretty much exactly on the crosshair. So I'd say if you want to get good aim, playing this will help you even more than playing something like Counter-Strike, because obviously the aliens move a heck of a lot faster than the characters do in Counter-Strike. If you can follow and take out the aliens in this, you're going to find, like Battlefield 4, the next Call of Duty, you're going to find an absolute breeze if you just play a bit of this every day. Just tried out the nerve gas grenade there, which I've never used before. I didn't know what it did, but basically it puts up this cloud which, when the aliens run through, it erodes their armor, because armor is basically worth twice as much as health in this game. If you've got 40 armor, it's actually worth 80 health. And unfortunately, I absolutely fucked here. There was absolutely no chance I was going to win a 3v1. However, before this video ends, I've got one really quite cool thing the developers have done to tell you about. I think it was a sneaky little fellow, wasn't he? Up there. But they've introduced that. You might be wondering why the Natural Selection 2 devs, and I think they're only they're a really small team, building this, how they managed to give like such big DLCs in the past, Natural Section 2, like this one, you know, with a whole new map, which must have taken ages for them to design like this. Pro tip side note, by the way, when you're tagging base defences like these Hydra things which fire spikes at you, if you set them on fire with the flamethrower, they actually can't use their ability on you, so they are the best thing, flamethrowers, for taking out base defences. This cool thing though, the devs have done for the DLC, obviously in a lot of games now, in fact vast majority of games, you end up paying for DLC extra because that's just the model that the gaming industry takes now. Instead of doing that, the devs have given you this for free, and they've introduced something called the Reinforced program, where you can donate, and I'll put a link to this in the description. So you get the DLC for free, but if you feel like it was good and you enjoyed it, you can actually donate to them and get some added extra little benefits, including skins. So I just think it's the coolest way of actually putting things into the game. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. As you'll see here, there is a little bit of a glitch with the cluster grenades, which sometimes just go off indefinitely. I'm sure they will fix that in the very near future, but you'll see the effect of that. Thanks for watching guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next chapter.